Be advised, the opinions and views of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat. Welcome to the inaugural show, Usapang Kalusugan. I'm your host, Ray Rosa. We'll be together po sa loob ng isang oras. At pag-uusapan po natin ang bagay na isang napakahalaga. Lahat tayo gusto natin parating malusog, magaling, at maganda ang kalagayan. Hindi po ba? And dito po sa programang ito, marami tayong magiging mga panauhin na makakapagpaliwanag po sa atin tungkol sa ating kalusugan. How to maintain your health, and what you need to do in order to be able to do well in your life. Kasi alam po ninyo, sa mahal po ng madalas na kailangan na pagpapagaling sa ating mga katawan, nakamalaki pong butas ito sa bulsa ng pangkaraniwang Pilipino. Kanya lang sa ngayon, alam natin na napakadami din namang mga Pilipino na hindi kayang tustusan ang pagbili ng gamot o ano pa mang bagay o pagpunta sa mga doktor or the people who practice the healing arts sapagkat napakataas. Kanya dito po sa programa ito, aside from knowing some of the legal background, malaman ninyo at bakat in that respect, we are one of the first countries in Asia who passed a law that recognizes traditional and alternative healing arts. And ito as a complementation to allopathic or Western medicine. And sa umaga pong ito, ipaliliwanag na, pakikilala namin sa inyo one of the persons who is behind the move to expand the awareness or the paradigm of Western medicine para sa ganung paraan makinabang ang taong bayan sa maraming tinanim ng Panginoon na karunungan in nature na sa mga halaman, sa mga iba pang paraan po ng pagpapagaling. And the healing traditions po are maraming ibang bansa, from China to India to South America. Napakadami po tayong pwedeng makuha aside from our own healing traditions dito sa ating bansa. Ngayon po sa umagang ito, gusto ko ipakilala sa inyo, bago nga pala matuloy tayo, wag ko lang kalimutan, pwede ko po kayong mag-text dito sa amin and there will be a portion later on where we will try to answer as many of your texts tungkol po sa kalusugan. Pagkat ang paniwala din namin, if you are informed about how your body works and functions, you will be better able to take care of it and you will know how to choose which healing modality you might feel, I believe, appropriate under the circumstances. Okay, before we go ahead, meron lang daw tayong ilang paalala. We'll be right back. Okay po, pakilala ko po sa inyo ang unang panauhin natin sa umagang ito. we want to give you a good background of the atmosphere and the environment for alternative and traditional forms of healing and also allopathic forms of healing. Yun po yung traditional Western type medicine. Alright, ang panauhin po natin sa umagang ito ay si Dr. Rosario Austria, ang presidente po ng Philippine College for the Advancement in Medicine Foundation or PICAM. Welcome, Dr. Rosario, to the program. I'm glad you could make it here.
Good morning po, Ray. Thank you for inviting me.
Ano bang ating masasabi? How did we become the first nation to pass a bill about alternative and traditional forms of healing?
Well, I think it started with Senator Flavier. Kasi he put the bill in Congress, di ba?
Oo.
Kasi he was concerned about the cost of the pharmaceuticals, hindi abot kaya ng ating population. Kaya inano niya yung bill para in the hope na ma-promote ang ating herbals, no?
Oo.
So,
Para merong alternatibo naman ang tao o the ones na humalukip-kip doon, walang magawa para sa kanyang sarili.
yes, in fact, yung bill na yan, nung inaano yan sa Congress, nandun kami, nag-attend kami, and nadinig namin yung mga testimonies ng mga, in front of the Senate Committee, no? And the Congress. And they said, sabi niya, kawawa naman ang mga doktor natin, mga estudyante natin. Sabi niya, gagraduate, tinuruan natin ng medicine, pupunta sa baryo, magre-reseta, hindi kaya bilhin ng mga tao.
Parang sasayang ang panahon nila.
So at that time, ang naalala ko nagsasabi noon si Dr. Kuyog Keng of UERM representing the Philippine Medical Schools. Yan ang sinabi niya.
Tama.
And at the other one who testified was Dr. Nelio Cortez Maramba.
Oo.
Sabi niya, pinapatent na ng mga pharmaceuticals sa mga herbs natin. Tapos noon,
In effect, alam mo, wag sana sila magagalit, parang pagnanakaw yun.
yun na nga, ako,
Ninanakaw nila, in other words, ang traditional methods of healing natin that are passed down just largely orally. Pagkatapos ipapatent nila na maski na tayo ngayon lalabag sa batas para gamitin natin.
Oo. Nagulat ako kasi sabi niya, ganito yung herbs natin, 5 na yung pinatent. Nakalimutan ko na kung sino, pero alam ko, yung isa noon, Banaba, kasi nagulat ako.
Oo.
I didn't know what it meant na pinatent na. Hindi ko na ba pwedeng ireseta to? Sabi ko ganyan,
Oo.
Nagtanim nga ako ng Banaba outside my clinic nung narinig ko yun. Sabi niya, if we do not do anything about this, mauubos ang herbs natin, hindi na natin we cannot export them. Pinatent na no? Sabi niya, I'm also in favor of the bill.
Marami tayong makikita, maski na sa Banaba lamang, for example, for its hyaluronic acid. Di ba? Benepisyo ng Banaba yan. Kanya, nagpapaganda raw yan sa kutis ng mga kababaihan.
Hindi ko alam
Di ba?
yan Alam ko
So,
for
a
the
lot of
sugar.
makeup today, for example, you will find is infused with hyaluronic acid, which helps to maintain the moisture of the skin. So, bumabagal ang pag-develop ng mga wrinkles, di ba? And so, there are many, many such things. But actually, the truth is, sa karamihan ng ating mga naghihirap na tao, hindi na sila nagpupunan ng doktor eh. Herbolarium na ang pinupuntahan eh. Hindi ba? O kaya local practitioners of traditional forms of medicine, kasi say yung tapal dito at tapal doon, etc. Now, of course, ano naman nang maparating ino-object ng mga people who've spent 8 years or 10 years trying to study medicine na parang wala na silang tiwala dito. They don't want to even look at alternative and healing traditions. But anong trabaho dito ng PICAM, yung organisasyon mo? How are you trying to bridge that dalawang mundo?
Well, sa aming mga seminars, ginagawa namin, pinipresent namin yung cases who were successfully treated by alternative, mga natural, herbal, lalo na diet, napaka-importante.
But do they simply dismiss that as anecdotal?
They dismiss it as anecdotal. Pero ngayon, you could say, if we have the numbers, yan ang hope namin na in time, we get enough doctors para we can do all the numbers, maging part of evidence-based medicine.
Okay, let me ask you a question. You've been around, PICAM has been around for 10 years.
16.
16 years na ba?
We're on our 17th
Oh,
year.
okay. So,
matanda na po ako na PICAM.
how do you assess your progress in enlarging and broadening paradigms among Western-trained doctors?
Actually, we're better now. Kasi nung first few years namin, hirap na hirap kami to get 30 people attend our seminar. Tapos kung mag-lecture pa kami na may doktor, antipatiko pa magtanong. But
Oo.
now, we got invited to really talk, and then ang feeling ko noon, they're really interested in what we're talking about. And then, lalo na ngayon, we have more and more doctors attending our seminars and joining our